What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to another night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster. Tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm coming at ya with some zombies and some skeletons. I've been just having one of my days. It's we've been having a few of those of late. I wish I could say that I've been kicking some ass, but the moment I hit diamond, it just went horrible performance. And I think what is mostly to blame is the fact that the meta has changed significantly, in my opinion. Um, Mono White has really asserted its dominance as the top deck, in my opinion, right now. There was a lot more mono green Stompy with the new werewolf guy and the ranger class, and there was a lot more Prismari dragons in the early days of standard 2022 play queue. As things have progressed, new contesters or new contenders is the word I was looking for, have joined the fray, and and also have adjusted slightly to assert their dominance. They like mono white, like I said, is I think probably the matchup that I'm coming across the most of. You know the one I mean. Snowlands. They're playing Valkyrie or what's her name? Valkmira or something. Here, I've got it. I just copied it off Hello Good Game. Every time I play this deck, I end up playing a mirror match. And even when I'm not playing it, I'm playing against it. It's everywhere. And yeah, I did get Valkmira right, but that's the Protector's Shield. What I meant was Redain, the God of the Worthy. But yeah, this is the deck. This is the one. In slightly different here and there, bits and bobs, slightly different, but essentially the exact same deck. With Skyclave Apparition, Elite Spellbinder, and Paladin class, and it's just a thorn in my side. And I got sick of either trying to play it myself to level up quickly, or you know, try and get underneath it with a more faster deck. This is really fast as well. They got like 6 creatures on the battlefield by turn 4 or something. Um, the best sweepers that I had against it were, Blood on the Snow and that kind of stuff. Because something like Fear, what's the card called? I'm running it in this deck, I think. No, I'm not. You know the one I mean. Ooh, run out of space. Fear of the something. Crippling Fear. Crippling Fear only does -3/-3. By the time it's turn 4, many of their creatures have been grown to bigger than that with the Luminarch Aspirant and the Monk guy, the new Monk dude. When you double cast, it grows bigger, and the second spell, the Code Spell Cleric and the Monk with the Open Hand get too big by turn 4 for a Crippling Fear. If you're not playing white, so that you can have access to Doomscar, what are your options? Okay, and Blood on the Snow comes on turn 5 or 6, depending on how effectively you've ramped. If you just missed one land drop, they just bust you out. And it's not even guaranteed that if you Blood on the Snow, they're bored, they're not going to be able to come back at you again with Clarion Spirit, making little tokens and that kind of stuff. So having a huge trouble beating that deck, and at the same time coming across a lot still of mono green Stompy with the Ranger class. And I thought to myself, look, it's time to make a anti-meta deck, a good control deck that has the tools to answer most of the matchups that I'm going to be coming across on the ladder, because the evidence was quite clear. Just never-ending, those decks I just mentioned over and over again. Just in repetition, and I was not able to climb any further than Diamond 4. Just kept getting knocked back down. And that's when I came up with this deck, with the assistance of one of my faithful subscribers, Edwin. Thank you. You gave me a few ideas. I definitely warped your initial idea quite seriously, but the core is still there. The Draugr Necromancer, the Moss Pit Skeleton with the Skeletal Swarming. Really nice. Alright, so this is the deck. I'm calling it Zombies Have Skeletons. Because they do, after all, have skeletons. And it is a zombie / skeleton deck. And you might be thinking to yourself, then why aren't you running this guy? The new 4-mana guy, Death Priest of... I beg your pardon. Death Priest of Mirkul. Skeleton, vampires, and zombies you control get +1/+1. And at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, you may pay 1, and you create a 1/1 black skeleton creature token. Kind of makes sense to be running something like that when you're playing Skeletal Swarming, but it's at a really weird point on the curve, and it's only 2 toughness. It's really just not that good. I've tried it. I think I'm still going to try another deck that's really way more zombies and a way less skeletons, and see if we can find a home for this guy. But right now I would rather be running, and here is the real key card of this deck, which is why I used it for the thumbnail, Culling Ritual. Had not played this at all when Strixhaven came out. I was favoring other sweepers because we had access to, Extinction Event and stuff like that. So now that we don't, Culling Ritual is back with the fury because it gets rid of pretty much everything that those decks I mentioned earlier play. All of the... destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Okay? Luminarch Aspirant, Codespell Cleric, the Clarion Spirit, the Paladin class, then in the green deck, the Werewolf guy, the Ranger class. Beg your pardon, again. Really, really good, but mostly for the mono white. This is like amazing. And also, of course, goblins. All the goblins, bye-bye. Except for the 3-mana guy, but all of their little goblins, on turn 4 that they need to keep swinging in, bye-bye. Not only do you get rid of them, you gain either a black or a green mana for each permanent destroyed this way. So you can cast it for 4, you sweep a board of, let's say, 6 creatures that are mana value 2 or less. You end up with 6 mana that you can then spend as you will right after you've cast it, which can often then cost you... I'm so sorry, guys. I wasn't that tired when I started. I don't know what's going on with me. Come on, Lone Fox. Get your shit together. Hello, Max. Good to have you. Good to have you on the stream, my brother. How are you doing? Where was I? Mosquito. Got him. Too tired, but I still got those ninja reflexes when it comes to mosquitoes there. Skeletal Swarming. It's kind of the main card of the deck. Okay, we're really showcasing this card in particular. But, okay, so each skeleton you control has trample and attacks each combat if able. And it gets +X+0, where X is the number of other skeletons you control. At the beginning of your end step, you create a tapped 1/1 black skeleton creature token. If a creature died this turn, you create 2 of those tokens instead. Okay, so that's great. If we have this in play and we need to kill something, or sacrifice your Priest of the Haunted Edge to kill something, you'll be making 2 of these every turn. So try and make sure that you're getting at least 2 of those skeletons every single turn, and then they have to attack. And if you've got a Moss Pit skeleton and you've kicked it, okay, Moss Pit skeleton. If Moss Pit skeleton was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 3 counters on it, which makes it a 5/5. If you have other skeletons in play, of course, this skeleton as well gets the buff from having those other skeletons in play, as well as it getting trampled. So I've seen this thing become like a significantly massive trampler. Okay, so keep that in mind. What else? So that's kind of our main, like, let's say, win con. We're trying to get Skeletal Swarming, build a huge skeleton army, trample them to pieces. How are we gonna get there? What are the other cool little bits and bobs that we have in this deck that are gonna help us get to that point? Okay, so there's this little zombie package that goes with it, and the snow zombie package. And I just want to talk about one specific synergy, which is really damn good. Okay, Priest of the Haunted Edge, first of all, acts as a removal piece. Great blocker with 4 toughness. Only comes into play for 2 mana. Then you can tap it, sacrifice it, and target creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is the number of snowlands. Oh my goodness, you control. We're running only snowlands except for 2 copies of the Darkbore Pathway, so there's a good chance that you can get, -X. The X can be pretty damn big. And please note, very important, if you have 4 snow lands and you sacrifice this guy and you target the Goldspan Dragon, this type of targeting isn't a spell, so the Goldspan doesn't get the treasure token that it usually gets when you target it with other targeted removal spells. So really cool. Remember that, it's essential. Many times. If you do the same thing with Bloodchief's Thirst, even if they've tapped out, you target the Goldspan Dragon, they've got a negate in hand for 2 mana. They can use the treasure that Goldspan Dragon creates when you target it with Bloodchief's Thirst or some such like spell to then counter the spell that it's being targeted by. So, if you can, rather use your Priest of Haunted Edge to get rid of that pesky dragon. But then, the synergy that I was talking about here is this one, okay? You foretell Rise of the Dread Marn, which can then be cast at instant speed for 1 mana. You create X 2/2 black zombie berserker creature tokens, where X is the number of non-token creatures that die this turn. If you can, either on turn 5, you Culling Ritual their entire field. The mono white guys, they've got a bunch of remember, it's non-token creatures, so all his little flyers, spirits that he makes through the Clarion Spirit do not count, but everything else counts. And of course, you've maybe killed a few things that you have on the board by sweeping, like in this case, really just these 2 guys, because they're the only 2 mana creatures that you have. Then you can, for 5 mana, after you've cast Culling Ritual, you cast Rise of the Dread Marn at instant speed, and you create that many as the creatures that died, zombie berserkers that are 2/2s. Or you can also, and this one's even better, okay? You've got Draugr Necromancer in play. Draugr Necromancer in play. It has a similar static ability as Valentine, the Dean of the Vein, in that when a creature dies that an opponent controls, instead of it dying, it gets exiled straight away with a nice counter on it instead. Okay, so this stops all of your learn triggers, like the bat, the eye twitch. Also, they sacrifice something to a deadly dispute, like the Shambling Ghast. If you have Draugr Necromancer in play, they do not get the thing that they can do, either the -1/-1 or the treasure. So what else? I mean, there's so many other good reasons why, like, there's a lot of death triggers at the moment in Standard. Or, even if you're just hoping that they're not going to be able to reanimate something like, let's say, Ebondeath Dracolich that the opponent is playing, or some such like spell. If it dies, it's a creature. Instead of dying, it goes straight away into exile because you have Draugr Necromancer in play. That, in and of itself, makes it a great card. A 4/4 that exiles everything that dies, great. But You may then cast spells from among cards in exile your opponent owns with ice counters on them, and you may spend mana from snow sources of third or mana of any color to cast those spells. So, you have the Draugr Necromancer, you have a Priest of the Haunted Edge, you have a few other things, blah blah blah. Your opponent's field is getting too big. You blood on the snow. Whew. You've already foretold Rise of the Dreadmarn. So now you need to have 7 mana total. Okay, it's a little much, but it's not undoable. It's not inconceivable at all to get to 7 mana these days. So you've got the Rise foretold. You blood on the snow. Blood on the Snow says that you can return a creature or planeswalker card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So you bring back the Necromancer to the battlefield. But because he was in play when the sweeper hit, all of his creatures go into exile with snow counters on them. Or what do they call them? Ice counters on them. You then select the Draugr from your graveyard that just ended up there because of Blood on the Snow as the creature that you bring back. Boom, you bring it back. Then you cast straight away Rise of the Dreadmarn. You make a bunch of zombies. And then all of the stuff that was on his battlefield is now on your side in exile that you can start to cast. And that just, most people go, fuck in the game. Because, everything that they had on their battlefield, now you can cast. You've, emptied the way for your, let's say, skeletal swarming skeletons to keep going at it, and you've just made a bunch of zombie berserker tokens. It's a great little play, that one. It is kind of what I'm hoping to showcase in this video. It pops off. It's freaking amazing. And we can do it both with Blood on the Snow and Rise of the Dreadmarn, and also Culling Ritual and Rise of the Dreadmarn. There's only a couple copies of it in there, but it's all you're ever going to need. You're never going to get it off many more times than that. I think it's fine just the way it is, okay? Then, removal. 4 copies, Bloodchief's Thirst, of course. 2 copies, Broken Wings. Gets rid of enchantments, gets rid of creatures of flying. This is mostly for your angel decks, okay? Because Culling Ritual is not going to get rid of the bigger enchantments. The Valkyrie Ascension, or whatever the hell it's called. The 5 mana Orzhov Angel enchantment, and also the 4 mana Saga from the Angels deck. You can get rid of that with Broken Wings, and if they haven't cast it yet, you can also kill the Valkyrie if you haven't got other removal on you. Then, Poison the Cup. I think this is like the new Murder, but better, because it can be foretold and cast for 2 and at instant speed, and you get the Scry. So, I mean, I think, honestly, like mono-black guys that are trying to play any other sort of removal, just play Poison the Cup. It's the best one right now. They've even given it an uncommon rating. It's as good, if not better, than Bloodchief's Thirst. So it can't attack planeswalkers, but 2 mana for destroy target creature, and you get a Scry 2. It's just phenomenal. So, play more of it, please. It's that good. Ebondeath Dracolich, sneaky 2 of. It is also a zombie, so it kind of fits the theme. And it's a 5/2 flyer with flash. And, you're doing a lot of these little sacrifice triggers. And, they might just kill one of the skeletal swarmings because they need to block something, or they might lose. Boom. That means a creature died that is not named Ebondeath Dracolich, and you can flash it back into the battlefield. Whenever it's been killed, something dies, you can flash it back in, keep attacking for 2, for 5 in the air the following turn. Just great little card, but a 2 of is the sweet spot, I think, for a Dracolich. You don't want to be running too many of these because they are legendary and they are recursive. So if you just hit one of them, that's good enough. We've already talked about Culling Ritual and Draugr Necromancer. That's the deck. Because it's Snowlands, we get to run 4 copies of Faceless Haven as well, in case we are running a control matchup, or against a control matchup, and they keep sweeping us and getting rid of all of our zombies and stuff. Then we can just keep attacking them with the Faceless Haven, and that is also pretty damn cool. All right, that's the deck. Zombies have skeletons. I hope you like it. Let's jump into some games. Straight up onto the rank ladder. This is my meta buster. Let's hope to run against mono white, and let's hope to get a Culling Ritual in hand on the opening draw. Now, before I jump into these games, if I could ask all of you to kindly consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out so much. I have recently broken 100 subs. I'm now sitting on 106. I never thought this day would come. I'm so freaking stoked. Thank you all so much for subscribing. And yeah, I will continue to keep my promise and upload fresh brews daily. And if you like this content, then why not? Just hit the little subscribe button. It helps me out, and you will be notified whenever I upload a video to the YouTubes. Also, of course, there's other stuff that helps. Liking the video down below, especially when I'm going live. It boosts it on the algorithm. And then, what else? Leaving me some comments down below. I love to get them. I really love to get your comments, honestly. Yeah, especially the type of comments where you're like, hey dude, you made a misplay on that turn, or like, hey man, I would be running 3 Ebondeaths instead of 4, or hey man, what do you think about this deck idea? I've got, like, maybe you could try it, like, those are my favorites. Keep them coming, I want to see them, and not only do I like getting them, they also help the channel, so like, comment, subscribe. Now, it seems like I got my wish come true and we were going to get the mirror match, but it seems like there's a slight tweak here. The guy's playing some green as well, but that's okay. Yeah. I'm here. Trying to think like what better target he might bust out with, because he's playing, you know, not. Okay. I need to get to Culling Ritual pretty damn quickly. Would be pretty sweet. Gonna flash in the Dracolich now. Just. I don't know why I go full Scottish every time. Just. Scots. If there's any Scots watching, I love you guys. You got a sweet ass language. More sweet ass accent. English is the language. Okay. A bit problematic. This is how you use Ebondeath, okay? This is how they intended the card to be used. You block something that's also gonna die when, you know, you block with it. Okay. Okay. Sorry, Bam. Woo! Straight back in. Bye-bye, Mr. Dragon Dude. Unfortunately, we don't have the mana to do the same trick again, but there's nothing that's going to kill the Dracolich now, unless we block the Clarion Spirit. Probably, I really would have loved to top deck another land there. We're getting very close to getting screwed. Please land deck. Please land deck. Okay. Oh baby, baby, na 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 na. Shiba bada boo. Culling Ritual in your face. Culling Ritual in your face. And now we can also... Thank you. God, that feels good. Oh, yeah, that feels good. Whew. That feels so good. Like, there's nothing that he just had that was above 2 mana. And that is the case for, you know, most of this mono-white stuff that's going around. So Culling Ritual is just coming back as just a really good card right now. Nice. Nice. Gets to learn again. Makes it bigger too. Academic probation. Now the moss pit skeleton has to attack because it's a skeleton, so it comes under the you know, the effect of this enchantment. Unfortunately, but it's okay because if he blocks it, it dies. We make 2 skeletons the following turn. Okay, that's also fine. Now it's a 3/2. Okay. I'm thinking if we top deck a land, we might just go for the blood. Ouch. You gotta decide. You should not have used that. I hope for you that you've got another. Oh yes, I forgot about that. That is bad. That is bad, bad, bad. If we don't top deck land, we're screwed. Like the game. Oh baby, baby. The sound that makes is just pretty good. It feels like good when you get that blood on the snow off. Yes! And when was the last time we got a freaking win on game 1 of the freaking stream? Edwin! Moonwatcher! That's it. Early GG. I love it when they do that. Thanks for jumping on the stream, guys. It's good to have you. Edwin, your deck inspired me, and I am loving the results that I've come up with. Thank you for the inspiration. It's been kicking some ass. Seems like I'm finally getting a few wins in a row, especially against mono white. Thanks for the likes as well. Oh, okay. Watching me from work. That's the best. I used to do the exact same thing. Play arena on my boss's dime. Employee of the year. I was, yeah, still doing my job. I used to be a hotel manager, if you believe it or not. Here we go. Looks like we got our answer. We just need to top deck the old Culling Ritual, and all of this bullshit is gonna go bye-bye. I might just pump that up to 4 copies. If you've got the Faceless Haven, remember to play it on turn 3. Play it on turn 4, you can't attack with it that very same turn because it's got summoning sickness. Just remember to always play it on turn 3. Wow, it's hot. Let me get my fan plugged in. Oh. That sucks. Yeah. That sucks. That cheeky bugger. Man, so much mono white on the ladder. I blame Hello Good Game. Love the guy, but he just screwed us. That deck is just gonna be all over the place. Fortunately, there's answers. Watch, the meta is gonna adjust. What? What? I'm okay to block that with my Faceless Haven next turn. It's not too much of a big deal, although 3, 6, 7. Oof, man, this is expensive now. Oh no, it's got an extra. Can't even block it. That is terrible. That is terrible. Blood on the snow required ASAP. Well, we block one of the little 1/1s that it creates. I think they are attacking, yes. At least that. And they're 2/2s. Paladin card. That's nasty. That's nasty. Why would you run this rubbish that doesn't exist? Can't even have to sacrifice it straight away because it's got summoning sickness. It would be amazing if it didn't. But that's one way to get rid of this Leonin War Leader. Although now he's probably just going to level up his Paladin class. That's what I would do. Okay. It's not looking good. I was not expecting this card at all. Look at my face. That's what I think about this shit. This should not be allowed, like, in ranked at all. It should only be allowed in unranked. I know. Unpopular opinion, but that's just what I think. We are taking so much damage now. 8, 10. We're going down to 3. Does he have even? Hallelujah. No need to bother. What a top deck, baby. What a top deck. Yoo-hoo! That is just friggin' sweet. Are you kidding me, mate? That is the first time anyone's played that against me. Nice. Very well done, opponent. What a card. GG. What a freaking person. Alright, that was really cool. Use of Semester's End there to protect from sweepers. I like that very much. I hope that's not something that other people playing this list are going to incorporate, because sweepers are all we have to fight back. It's a pity we didn't top deck the Culling Ritual. Starting to think like what I could drop one of to go up, but I like the sort of symmetry. I'm very obsessive when it comes to that stuff. 3-2-3 on the 4-drop slot. 3-2-3, 2-4-2, 4-4-4. You know, it's very poetic, if you can use that word to describe a deck. That is very nice. Misa likey. All the removally. All the typey. Okay, let's go black, green. Faceless Haven turn 3. Mono green, baby. Bring it on. Got a good blocker. PvP for life. Ooh! Ooh! Elfos. I should have played my... I just, like, didn't follow my own advice. I should have played the Faceless Haven turn 3. But if it's just elf, then Culling Ritual is just bloody amazing. Oh, baby! Draugr Necromancer in play, sweepers available. I just want him to make a big elf board now. Drop another couple elves on the field that are all 2-drops, and I will be a very happy chappy. He's gonna go for the 3-drop, of course. Tyvar, what's his name? Harold. Harold? How are you, Harold? You alright, mate? Good to have ya. Okay, so then we can wait. I think maybe we just take out Harold this way. It's not bad. Come on, play the tactician. Look at my face. Ah, we're gonna do it. Oh, sorry. Bye bye. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Let's play this guy. We've got snow. Do we have any warriors in the whole deck? I don't think so. Zombie dragons, zombie clerics, plant skeletons. Nope. Oh well, then Harold ain't gonna do much for us. But this fits the theme with the zombies. I like that. Hop. Make you bigger. Make you bigger. And make you bigger. Oh, why not? That was Snowland. Oh no, it wasn't. It was okay, fine. So that was my phone ringing. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, Top Deck City, baby. Booyakasha. What an idea you have just given me, Moonwatcher. Changelings are skeletons too? Build up a bunch of changelings, then drop the skeletal swarming. What an idea, mate. You could even play like a Sultai list, black, blue, green. Ooh, I know I've got some brewing to do right after this. Okay, we're sitting on 42 minutes. Let's try to get at least a couple more wins in before the stream ends. Oh, sure, but I was supposed to remember something. Oh, 420, blaze it. Whoop, whoop. Oh, bro. Playing a stoner, fellow stoner. One of the other subscribers, David, mentioned the fact that it's a bit of a wonky hand. That my camera isn't so well positioned. I'm trying to. He said he couldn't see the loyalty of my planeswalkers, so please, like, mention that when you see stuff like that. I'm trying to find the best place for it to sit. Let's try it. I usually just have it like here, right above the next button. Blaze it, baby, blaze it. Playing some goblins. We've got Culling Ritual, baby, yeah. A little bit of a blocker there. Might have been the better option to foretell the Dreadmon. I'm not blocking this anyway. Or am I? Yeah. I can do damage too, buddy. Being all confusing with your Tiamat sleeves and then you play some cruddy old goblins. And we've got lucky with the matchups. These are the ones I mentioned in the deck tech at the beginning. I really wanted to end up playing either goblins or mono white, and you know, decks with small. Yeah, this is a very nice one. Skadoosh! Hall of Oracles in a Goblins deck? Sure thing. And you're attacking. No worries. We're into Bugbear activation territory. But he's deciding to go for the Battlecry Goblin. Now it's a bit of a race, but we're ahead. And we've got more damage coming their way with Trample. So, I mean, he's welcome to keep attacking. It's probably his only, I bet, actually winning this. Because we'll be attacking anyway. And these are bigger than he can block. So it's going to kill his guys regardless. You might as well try and attack. Maybe pump up the squad with this. That means this will be a 3. Okay. Still keeps going for the hit. What's it gonna be, buddy? 9 damage to the face. Coming your way. Next turn he can do so if he uses the battle cry after he swings. No, he has to do it before he swings to get the pack tactics going, and then he can double do it to increase the goblin that the fields. We've got lethal on board next turn. If he just, I don't think he can get us. Really hope not. 16 is a lot to ask of 4 goblins. He can drop maybe the gang leader or whatever he's called. Bugbear! Ooh, okay, cannot now do the activation on the Battlecry Goblin, which is great. I think he misjudged that one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did it. We did it. Oh, baby. That just feels so good. Yes. And that's the closest to Diamond 3 we've been at in the last couple of days. Ooh. Edwin, let me check my Facebook. I love me Lizette. Such a good card. I cannot bring myself to play Impassioned Orator though. It just feels like cheating. Why is my Facebook just lagging like this? That was such a good game. Okay, wait. Before I look at Edwin's deck, let's keep going. I wanna get another good game in. Yeah, we've got at least 2 games. Okay, Trelisara, amazing. Yasharn, good in this deck. Valentine, so I'm assuming it's Orzhov. see here. What lands are you running? Plains, forests. Okay, no, just okay. So we're only trying to cast the. Well, I mean, you could cast Valentine with the treasure off of the Prosperous Innkeeper. Cleric class, Impassioned Orator. The only thing I've actually did a video like this just the other day on the stream, Edwin. Except I wasn't running Impassioned Orator, and I was running the 3-mana Cleric, Core Cleric from Zendikar Rising. The 1/4 that does the exact same thing as Impassioned Orator. Okay, here we go. Same old deck. Again. Rubbish. Off you go. Get out of my sight, you stupid dumbass. Off you go. Next turn, Draugr. Okay, slightly different. Not everybody's running the Professor. The lesser known Professor. That is annoying. That is going to get rid of our shambling swarm thing-majig. Maybe I can bait out this Introduction to Annihilation on one of my skeletons. Oh well, what can we do? Here comes introduction. At least we get a draw card. I mean, I wouldn't see why he wouldn't do that on there. It's like the move. I'm wondering if that's Doomscar or what? Angel producer thing. Doomscar? No? Yes? Yes. It's a Doomscar, baby! I'll play some creatures so I can Culling Ritual everybody. No. Imagine if this didn't say non-token creatures. That would be so good. It's already rare. Oh, that's nice. What happened? I missed. Yeah. Sorry, I was just leaving a comment on my Facebook groups. Boom, boom, boom. Now we've got like the full Monty going. He's probably trying to line up a double play. Poor guy. He's flooding like crazy. On to 10. Lethal on board. Next turn. If he doesn't have some answer. Perfect. God, this deck is just performing. See what I was saying yesterday and the day before? Like, the stress and the pressure from losing so many games in a row and just being so frustrated with how I was playing and everything. It always leads to a breakthrough. And something clicks and you're like, okay, screw those guys with the meta decks. I need to find a way to beat them. And then when you do, it just feels so good. I think right now, like, the Culling Ritual is just so good. It's so good. And I love it when I get an opening hand that has one in it. Let's keep that one. Okay, now it's dragons. Finally. We haven't had this matchup yet. I'm really curious to see whether we can pull off the priest on the Goldspan. Now that's definitely saw it coming, so you know we just keep attacking. It's not a very good attacker to have gotten in. Okay, here's Mari. Now he's got the mana to cast a Galazeth. No, he doesn't. These guys will come back from the graveyard to the top of our library if we ever kick one of the others. Unfortunately, we are bricking, and they are not. That would be a horrible way to end the stream. We are approaching the 1 hour mark. Would love to end on a win, but Prismari Dragons is really good. There's a chance that it's not, and it's just Prismari spells or the mill deck that runs the dual strike and Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Oh, come on, deck. That is 3 lands in the top 12 cards. Really? Really? Man. It was a very high chance of me drawing. Comes glimpse into the cosmos or whatever. Glimpse into the abyss or the universe. I can never remember the name of this card. Okay, so it's Alrund's Epiphany, probably. No. Oh, okay, it's definitely dragons. Wait, got it there. Woo! Be aware when you're thinking of doing this, okay? Snow lands you control. I had a pathway That means I cannot get rid of Galazeth with the priest. Okay? Just keep that in mind. It's got counters anyway. Oh, frustrating. Here comes the friggin' Alrune's Epiphanies. Probably 2 of them back to back. Back first. And get the Alrunes. Another Alrunes. Imagine it didn't exile. I think they had to put that in there. They realized how busted it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could cast another Alrunes now off of the back of that. What a steady deck. Alright, lads and ladies. We got close. Almost Diamond 3. But that is going to have to be it for tonight. I am very tired, and it's 1 a.m. in Italy. But I think we did a really good job of showcasing the deck. It performed incredibly well on the ladder. I will continue to play that deck tomorrow. Hopefully get myself into the higher ranks. Of course, I will be trying to come at you with a fresh brew. And as usual. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.